It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gunn joined in the booth by Charles Davis. That's CD. These Falcons seem to be in an interesting spot coming into 2023. They've seemingly got playmakers galore on offense, but they may only be as good as what their defense can do for them.
And that defense, 27th overall in the league last year, so they must improve. In order to help them, though, they're going to try and control the ball more on the offensive side, try and run it a little bit more and take some time off the clock.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they made sure to lock up their signal caller in the offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to Patrick Mahomes for league MVP.
It certainly was a wise idea because now they have their signal caller for the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone knew he could move it around with his legs, but boy, has he become accurate throwing the football.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On second down, Swift. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Robinson with another carry.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Now Ridder to throw on first down.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ridder now looking to throw it this time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, it's Ridder. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ritter now on second down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter now. Over the middle and gets it to Patterson. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Ritter off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kadell Hodge from 3 yards out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Robinson on a give right side.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach,
it was a
thanks.
terrific first
both
half.
teams
The
likely
former
to make some
Cincinnati
changes in what's
Desmond
been a
Ridder.
closely fought battle
His
to this
touchdown pass
point.
is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ridder throwing on third down.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it, and they do so and pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the 2nd half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And here now come the Falcons.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Going play action. Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okuda.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Robinson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Koo now for the point after.
It's good to make it 17-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 10. 2:11 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Ritter.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. 44 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Here's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. Ooh, the juke.
And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.